France this week. This is going to be a fun one. We're coming off recently how Lando and Pierre went at it in Britain, but now it is Lando's turn to return the favor and see if they can win on French soil. Let's start with Pierre's dev point. We're immediately going to throw that right into cornering. You know, cornering is pretty important if we do say so ourselves. They were also just going to not even think about it. Go ahead and do that. And then we have a sporting change. Okay. We propose that the fastest lap should receive, it's only fastest lap. It's only fastest lap point. I mean, we're adding it back in because it is better than just the ass points. Of course we're voting for this. Of course we're voting for this. And I swear if the rest of the grid votes against it, we riot. We actually riot. Let's go. All right, let's go. We're back. We're back, baby. It's not all doom and gloom. We get a fastest lap bonus point back. My goodness. Oh, it's about time. Just like that. Everybody gets a tow. And we'll see. We'll hop on board with Pierre as he's last in line. As we start the final lap of qualifying in France, it'll be a Haas front row lockout, pretty much guaranteed, because as we've seen, we are goated. But it's all going to come down to who gets pole position. Pierre already starting out very hot. Purple first sector for Pierre. I think we are already seeing a predictor of who's going to get pole. As although Lando goes purple second sector, Pierre does not. It's all gonna come down to this, the final sector, the third sector in France. The medium speed and low speed quarter is gonna come in tricky here as they come around the final corner up to the line. No, oh, Pierre, not enough. He improves it by a 1/10.5, but Lando comes in and absolutely smashes pole position. Wow. Lando, the Brit, comes into France and puts it on pole by a wide margin. Apparently the tow behind either Leclerc or behind Leclerc was a lot better than the tow that Pierre got behind Lando. What a showing. Hey, shout out K-Mag there in P5 in that Alpine. Giovinazzi into Q3. Who saw that coming? Giovinazzi into Q3, I believe probably for the first time, if I had to guess. Daniel Ricciardo and Carlos Sainz both with engine penalties. Wow. What a Q3. Lando just absolutely smashes the fastest time right here. Let's do it. Let's get weird. You know, this series has kind of just become Haas gets a 1-2 every single time out. Let's get weird. Let's start looking at some alternative strategies. The soft to hard for both of them. Extra lap of fuel, starting a 1-2. Let's do it, dude. Let's just full sender, bud. Let's go. French Grand Prix incoming.
It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but and here we go with the French Grand Prix.
The French Grand Prix. And it's
lights out.
And away we go here in France. A great getaway from Lando, moving over to cover off Pierre. Oh, they're going side by side. Yellow flag. Who was it? Kevin Magnussen. No.
Oh, they've run
Stroll. Get strolled. Yo, we've gone side by side all the way. They're literally the same speed. Quite literally. We're already a second over everybody else. Oh my goodness. The Frenchman takes the lead in the French Grand Prix. Lando unable to keep up. Tire check, everybody else Max Verstappen on hards, everybody else on the mediums. We are truly the outliers here. We are going to build the largest of gaps. We're already 2 seconds ahead of Verstappen. Oh my. The Verstappen bus has arrived. We're flying. All right, now we settle in. All right, in a best case scenario,
DRS is enabled.
I wish we could watch 4 times speed in this view. That's what I want more than anything. If I could watch it 4 times speed instead of 2 times speed, I think I would love that way more. It has begun. Honestly, literally with DRS, these two might quite literally just drive off into the distance. Maybe anything fun with no rain. Nothing from that. Oh, you can actually see like the individual tire. That's actually really interesting. And you can see the current fuel. I did not realize this level of detail existed. Obviously, we've seen this one a lot. I've never really looked at this screen. I guess that's just strategy, huh? Huh. Fascinating. Huh. All right. And you can see like the timing stuff. We can look at the current updated standings. All right, Pierre really needs a win right here, for being honest. If he wants to keep it close with Lando at all, he really needs a win here. The constructors is literally already over. We are 4 seconds faster than Max Verstappen right now. This is going to be a race, to say the least. Goated? Pretty much. I mean, look at this. We're literally flying. We're literally almost 5 seconds faster. Let's watch this battle because this is going to be a little more interesting, I have a feeling. Especially with like all 17 of these drivers battling together. I mean, they're literally just slowing each other up massively. Although Bottas does get freed from the Verstappen bus driver, so he likely will be able to put in a bit of time on us. But that said, we're still 4.8 seconds ahead. There's only so much one man can do. Oh, yellow flag. Who is it? Yuki! Yuki, no! Yuki, no! Come on, Yuki. What are we doing? Yeah, that is kind of a thing. Here we go. DRS opening. Max Verstappen around the outside, back to the inside. Oh, and he gets ahead. The bus driver has returned. This is how we get ahead. This is how we start on the softs and make it work. We literally get so far ahead. You know, we just open up a pit stop sized gap between P1 and 2 and P3. And then we box onto hards and just never lose position. Pretty sure that's how this is gonna go. You got a challenge for me then for the rest of the season. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. What do you got for me? You can only start on the softs. That would be interesting. I was thinking, what? Okay, also let's do this. What would be a good track to try a last to first challenge with like Lando or something? Do a last to first challenge in this car. I think we need to do it this season too, because our car is so gross. Spa could be a good one. A last to first challenge at Spa. It is a long circuit. That could be a good one. We could do a Haas sandwich. Mexico would be a good one too. I think Coda could be fun. We could do a Haas sandwich. We'll have one of them start on pole and we'll have one start at the back. We'll just Haas sandwich the whole grid. All right, we'll put Lando last the first challenge in Brazil. How about that? Sure, why not? Let's make it fun, right? At that point, our car should be so OP it hurts. You know about that? You don't have what? You don't have faith in your boy? You don't have faith that your guy can go from a last to first challenge in this OP of a car? Also, Kevin Magnussen P3 right now, by the way. Tire Jack at Brazil from last in a shitbox. You're gonna look at this, a 7-second gap after 10 laps and go, that's a shitbox? Nah. I won't stand for it. I will not. Such a Pierre could do it. After starting on softs and being max push, yes you will. Start on softs, maximum push, 5 stop, softs. I mean, in theory, we would have a bunch of softs left over. Let's go new softs, mediums. Done. 5 stop, goated. Evan Magnussen still driving the bus. Yellow flag. Albon, you're ruining your lunch. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, we gotta spice up France here a little bit, right? Like, are we officially losing time now? Has the crossover happened? It's getting real close. It's getting real close. Let's see what these lap times look like. What if we just 2 stopped? What if we like stopped soon for like mediums? Or like, I mean, we're talking, what is that? 7 laps? Pit window opens in 3. Turn it into a bit of a 2 stop because the crossover has happened. The mediums are now faster than the softs. The problem is we would box straight into all this traffic. That's the problem. We're already going to be pushing these tires like pretty far anyway. If you go hards, that would get interesting. True. Go hards, like vibe, throw on a set of softs at the end, try and make it work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on this gap because it is going up a little bit with Bottas attacking Kevin a little bit. Lando no longer leads. I'm pretty sure they've literally just kind of gone back and forth a lot. We are going to drop fuel for both. I'm going to save a little bit of a buffer if we can help it. I'm sure that also was contributing to to the gap. So we'll have to see. The softs should still be pretty quick. They're under 70% for the first time. The hards apparently aren't as good. Box Lando lap before our MPR on optimal. We'll see. We'll figure it out. This coming up. Next lap, the pit window opens. They are lapping between 2 and 3 tenths a lap faster than us. But we do have a nice juicy gap right now. Still. So I am debating on, we should in theory be able to run light tires in the beginning because we'll still be in traffic, but maybe save a bit of tire wear for the end. Dude, literally the bus driver is in full effect right here. Kevin Magnussen doing us a solid, although he is still putting in time on us. All right, we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Get closer to our pit window here. All right, let's set this up. Lando. Sure, you box for hards this lap.
Box.
Here, you box for hards, but next lap.
Box.
Beautiful stuff. We'll hop on board with Lando and make sure that we drop him down when we get there. Dude, I do that every time. I do it every single time. All right, coming around. Back up. Back through. Back down. And Pierre attack. Let's deploy a little bit, Pierre. Let's deploy. Let's have a good inlet. Good inlet. Lando comes out. Literally last. Hell yeah. Here's flying. Officially on a last to first challenge now with Lando. You come down. You come down. You come down. In the box. The good news is we are now the freshest tires on circuits, so we should be able to close up pretty quickly. All right, we're coming out. There goes everybody. There goes Lando. Oh, the undercut. Oh, the undercut was powerful.
Haas with an overtake there.
The undercut is OP. All right, now we kind of just do one of these. When was the like 19 to 25 for the medium runners and 29 to 35 for the hard runners? So realistically, the medium runners will be boxing almost any time here. Lando already up into P16.
Haas with an overtake.
Absolutely flying. The chief engineer is biased. Yes, I'm aware. I'm well aware that he is biased. How far are we from the lead? We're only 15 seconds from the lead. The leaders box. The leaders are indeed boxing. Tire check for those around us. All right, it's a good mix of both, so is what it is. We will. Kevin Magnussen was the only one to box. in sector 1. Absolutely flying. Oh, he's gone. Goodbye.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Yeah, guys, they only up into P19, by the way. Dude, look at this gaggle of cars. Dude, Lando was going to drag us all to the leaders. Literally. All right, here comes the next round of pit stops. Yes, I am aware that Pierre is still behind Yuki. If he wants to get around him, he's more than welcome to. Back up into P8. Still a net P1 for Lando. It looks like Pierre's race is kind of mudded, as he's been unable to make up any ground in his home race. Not what you want to see. Come along, Pierre. Let's make some moves. You're in the better car, I promise. You're getting no help from me. I hope you understand. Stroll in the bottom. Bottas yet the pit, by the way. Pierre still yet to get around young Yuki-san. Bottas has been linked to Ferrari, by the way. Him and Fred have been chatting a lot. Spicy. A little spicy, huh? Gotta wonder how much of that is for young Carlos, or how much of it is for a potential Leclerc not wanting to hang around much. That would be interesting. Gotta be for Carlos, right? It's gotta be. Carlos seat being wasted. Ferrari doesn't suit him. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be able to be extracting the kind of performance out of that car. Dude, Pierre, can you get around the Williams, please? Please. If you're literally not going to get around him, at least harvest. He's only impressed you once since joining Ferrari. When was that? Silverstone? Literally last year? I'd believe you if you told me that. Yeah, yep, nailed it. Literally his only win. Yeah, that would make sense. He's been a very solid driver. I think I mean, realistically, he's like the perfect second driver to someone like Charles. The problem is the SF23, whatever it is ass. I mean, he was doing pretty well for McLaren. I think that's pretty safe to say.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Hey, McLaren was this? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like when he was in the McLaren, it was pretty good.
Okay, that is good.
Yep.
There we go. Pierre still behind Yuki, by the way. Well, Lando's already back up into P4.
Haas with an overtake there.
Yawning. French Grand Prix. Yawning. Dude, he like tries to get by Yuki, but he just can't. I don't understand. I bump him up into overtake and he moves up 3 positions. Like, you couldn't do this on your own, my guy. crash. That's why. Plus, he loves Yuki's ass. Dude, who doesn't, dude? Oh, yellow flag. Oh, I just missed like all of the pit stops. There goes Verstappen. Goodbye. All right, we're back, baby. Haas 1-2 and Lando with a 15-second gap to Pierre. My goodness. And he's like wasting fuel like a madman. Lando tore through the field again. And Pierre did not. Oh, yellow flag. Dude, imagine a safety car right now. Yuki and Maloney. What'd you do? Give it to me. No? You're not gonna show me? Really? Wow, it's really not gonna show me. I wanted to see what happened. Do we have any do we have any damage? No damage for the Williams. Apparently no damage to the Alpha. What happened? Van Dorn has the fastest lap. What in the world? He made too much pasta, he says, as if there is possibly such a thing. We have a three-way battle between two McLarens and an Alpine. Literally something you could not say in real life, we can say right here. McLaren versus Alpine, what is this? 2022? McLaren fighting for a podium? Literally impossible. Mrs. British decided she was going to order Taco Bell and didn't order you anything, so you had to cook. Oh, divorce sounds like. That's what that sounds like to me. No cap. Hey, I didn't say anything that's not true. Yes, and it's Mick. Mick proving himself worthy of a Haas race seat once again. Not but a year later. Battling for a podium. Still want to know what happened with Ocon. Or not, well, yeah, well, also Ocon, he's down there in 19th. But with Yuki and Maloney, I think Maloney has damage because he's no way like he's that like far behind. Like in reality. Oh, this is why Kevin oh, by the way, the Alpine is Kevin Magnussen, so OG Haas crew coming in clutch down the stretch here. And they're running way faster than us, so that's gonna get good here soon. Lando is safe from either Pierre or the others, but apparently, oh, yellow flag. Who was it? Show me this time.
We've just had a car.
It's just Daniel. Daniel battling the Red Bulls though. Is a Williams and an Alpine gonna keep Red Bull from scoring points? One can only hope. You know what's sad? With a car capable of Kevin could be decent. Yeah. We saw it in Saudi. We got an okay car and Kevin Magnussen scores points. Now Haas just needs to, keep it up. And I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be being chilling. His debut race with McLaren, he got a podium. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's fine. He's absolutely big chillin'. All right, these three still going at it. Carry on, I dare you. Dude, that's all I'm saying is that Kevin Magnussen in a decent car like the Haas, scoring points, unlike the McLaren. Dude, I finally saw. I say finally. I watched I watched that TikTok you sent in Discord about how watching Piastri's front end plate like fly back and destroy Lando's wing. Dude, like how unlucky could you possibly be where one of your car's end plates gets destroyed by Pierre Gasly and then in turn takes out your other driver's front wing? Yes, the sound was hilarious. It's just like, what are we even talking about? And then like you're so unlucky that it's literally your two cars and so you can't even like double stack them. And then you spend the rest of the race battling Logan Sargent for, what was it, P15? Dude, I don't know how you get more unlucky. I'm not even lying. Like Piastri has like a great qualifying, gets into Q3, starts 9th, gets a decent start, and then Pierre Gasly rips off his end plate, and then all of a sudden both cars are just in the mud. Like, how does that even work? We talk about how much of a useless prig Jos Verstappen is. Yeah, 100%. It wasn't until like way after the race finished that I realized that when Checo ran over to like celebrate that Jos was right there, and dude, the look of just absolute just deadpan. I'm so mad that you won. Literally on like international television. Quite literally, it was just like, you're not my son, you're not allowed to be here. And then he like releases that quote, which is basically just like, Red Bull fucked up and Checo didn't deserve to win. It's just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He absolutely is just a prick. Alright, Lando's good. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. In reality, we really shouldn't be worried about this at all. You would ban him from team celebrations? Yeah, I would tend to agree. Cause just like, my goodness, dude, like your son's team had a 1-2 and again almost just a dominant weekend. And all you are is you're just mad that your son didn't win and got second instead. It's just like, what are we talking about? I was debating on trying to go for fastest lap, but at this point, like, let's just speed this up. Maldonado had a better F1 career than, yes, I loved that too, which was just like, I think I saw a couple of tweets, which is just like, Jos Verstappen, Checo didn't deserve his win, and this was like the next tweet under it was like the Wikipedia of Jos's like F1 career, which is basically just like, you did nothing.
This is last lap.
And we're off.
Use energy if you need. Yeah, confirm.
It's just like, what are we even talking about? Is there any universe in which we can get fastest lap here? I realized I didn't really start it until well after the lap had started, but it's not impossible. Only green, probably not. Probably not. We'll keep an eye on. Oh, yellow flag. Who was it? I saw it.
I think there's been a lockup.
Dude, Daniel has had an absolute nightmare of a race. But nonetheless, it's young Lando, the British lad, who comes through and wins the French Grand Prix. How to spice the game up, Latifi and Schumacher and Tsunoda.
Yes,
we had that discussion earlier. Literally, Latifi and Mick combination was discussed earlier. Just like that. Another one too. Checo comes through for a podium.
Such checker flags.
What a finish from Checo. Also,
think,
Mick beat Max.
Well done, that was a tough day.
Basically, we're saying that
Wait 5 seconds.
Mick is goated, Verstappen needs to retire. Leclerc P10. What an absolute disaster class for Red Bull. We're literally running away from it.
Lando Norris can be proud. What a fantastic performance from him.
What a fantastic performance from the laddie. We brought Lando in to fight with Pierre for a championship, but all we're doing so far is watching Lando run away with it.
Everyone who's been working so hard for this result.
Also, know how to get the F1 drivers their standard helmets back? No. So we had a brief discussion earlier about modding, and I think on Friday we're gonna spend some time trying to figure that out.
And after such a
Like,
fabulous
spice this up
drive
a little
here
bit.
today, it's no surprise to see
You did
this
warn
man
me.
land on the
Well,
podium.
pardon me for hoping that Pierre would actually put up a bit of a fight, but apparently not. Apparently it was for nothing. Let's go Checo.
There we have all
You have to get a
three
real life
drivers
F1
that
driver
are
back to the
taking
original
home
team, and the game will give you their real drivers their helmet back. That's interesting.
Haas there having a very successful day.
That also, that makes total sense. That does make total sense. Lando. Ah, I see. Both Lando and Kevin have their helmets in the Alpha. There you go. Wait, did Lando get fastest lap? Apparently Lando got fastest lap. Let's go. Flying. What are we even talking about with these points here? What are we talking about? No, he didn't. No, that's for next season. Never mind. Dang it. Bro. Red Bull's on a nice amount of points. We're literally double their points is 138. Wow, we are over double their points. We are flying. Why do I know your point system better than you? What are you talking about? I can barely do math on a good day. I can barely do math right now. Lando gets a dev point. Something pace related incoming. 1.1 milli outs, 5.4 million in, a net of $4.3 million into the bank account. That was France, and we're gonna start spicing up the strategies, I think, from here for sure.